Testing, mic check, 1 2 1 2. This is how my hair is looking. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I let her go like this. I was actually growing her out, but over time I just got lazy, and besides me being lazy, I just had so much to do. Now I finally have time to cut my hair. I personally prefer my hair with the layers because I like having a face frame shape with my hair. This is what we got going on right now. She is wild, she is untamed, and she's gonna get tamed. Okay, let me show you guys the back. Yeah, like you guys can see all of these dead ends. Let's zoom into them. All of this that is see-through and dead gotta go. And not to toot my own horn, but toot. One of my very popular videos that I have on my channel, which is my DIY curly haircut video, that's one of the best curly haircuts on YouTube currently. So yeah, if you guys want to take my advice on this one, please do. Please feel free. And to this day, you guys love the haircut and you guys love using that method still. It's gonna be the same method, but I think I want to tweak some things. We'll see. Maybe have my bangs a bit shorter, but I don't know about that because this is where I had messed up like 3 years ago. I had cut my bangs too short and they were like sticking up like this, and it was like that for like at least 2 years or a year. Oh, I didn't even do a length check. So this is how long my hair is. It's literally touching my butt crack. I just need to restart my hair and my curls and just have a new beginning with my hair. I just want to let all of this go and just be free. I'm going to show you guys a quick 360. Yeah, while I'm in the middle of conditioning my hair, then we're gonna get started with the cutting. Let's go. Okay girl, what I usually do when I cut my hair at home is that I wash it first, then I put the conditioner in it and make sure my hair is detangled before I start cutting. We just want our hair to be clean and just easy to cut and not have our hair everywhere. The conditioner is just gonna help hold our hair together. Obviously this is not my first rodeo. I've cut my hair so many different times, but this time it's been a long time and I was just nervous. And this goes to show you too, even though I was nervous, the haircut still came out super well because it's so easy to do. Once your hair is detangled, what you have to do first is split your hair in the middle, and this part is really important because you want to make sure that this part is even. You do not want one side to be shorter than the other, so please make sure to take your time on this part for sure. It doesn't have to be 1000% perfect, but you just want to make sure that it looks even, you know? Detangling it more or adding more conditioner or even adding gel in the middle of your part to make sure it's straight and even can help. Detangling your hair is super important. That's why I keep combing it, because we just want to make sure everything is even. Yeah, we got curly hair and you can't really see sometimes when your hair is uneven, but just to play it safe, especially if you straighten your hair, like you just want to make sure that everything is even. For the next step, I'm just adding 2 ponytails. I'm making sure that this ponytail is very tight and close to my scalp as possible, and I'm making sure that one side is matching the other with the tightness and how close it is to my scalp. This step is very essential because this is gonna help me figure out how much dead ends I need to cut off. Here's another little tip I have for you guys. When your curls are looking too poofy or getting too frizzy really quick and you can't figure out how much you need to cut, when in doubt, comb it out. Next, I did add another elastic towards the end of my hair to figure out how much I want to cut off. That's gonna really help be your guide so you don't cut too much off. So from the top of my nipple, I decided that I was gonna cut that much off. These are the hair cutting scissors I'm going to be using because you do not want to use regular scissors. I repeat, do not use regular scissors. When using regular scissors to cut your hair, it's only going to cause more damage to your hair and give you more split ends or cause split ends. So all the products that I'm using in this video, including the scissors, they will be linked down below. Now I'm just cutting the other side, and I'm doing one side at a time to make sure that everything is even. Now that we cut the split ends and the dead ends. Now we're just going to be recombing our hair, and we're just going to be doing the unicorn method. We're just going to be moving all of our hair towards the front and adding a ponytail to secure it. With this type of haircut that we're doing, we're definitely going to achieve more layers, which is more volume. It's kind of going to be more of a V round haircut in the back with face framing layers. Then we're going to recomb the ponytail and then add another elastic towards the ends because that's going to be our guide for cutting. This is the part that's going to help us get longer layers. You can decide how much you want to cut off, but when you do, make sure it's even every single time. But for me, I'm making sure that I cut off at least 2 or 3 inches. But while I'm looking at this clip, I didn't realize I had cut a lot off. It was necessary though. It had to been done because the ends of my hair were looking too thin. Next, I'm just grabbing half of my hair like this, and I'm making sure that it's even from the bottom part of my hair and the top. There was probably more hair down than in the ponytail, but I tried my best. This is another area that you want to take your time with because sometimes the half up and half down hairstyles, they can look uneven. So with this, make sure it's looking even all around your head. I didn't show this part, but I did use a mirror and look behind the mirror that was behind me to make sure that it was even. I didn't fully depend on the front mirror. I'm just re-wetting it and recombing it just to make sure everything is even. Okay, we want everything to be even as much as possible. We don't want to be too quick and swift with it. Even though this is like a quick haircutting video and it's quicker than your traditional haircuts, still take your time, don't rush through the process. Again, I'm just doing the same thing like how I did with the unicorn method. Add a ponytail up top, make sure it's tight, then adding another ponytail at the bottom to be your guide, and just cut. I had cut about 2 or 3 inches off with this part. It looks so short, but don't worry, it's gonna blend perfectly with the rest of the hair. The last step that we're gonna do, which is optional, is the bangs because I need to add more face framing layers. This time I'm being really strict with it because I'm not trying to cut my bangs too short. If you have hair like me or more kinkier curls, and if you cut them too short, it's not gonna look right. This time I didn't make a ponytail at the top, I just focused it at the bottom and I cut very little. I just wanted to make sure that there was no dead ends or no split ends with the bangs. So I had cut about a ½ inch to 1 inch off. Once I was done, I had went back into the shower to do my wash day hair routine, did my shower routine, then I had just did my curly hair routine. If you guys want an updated curly hair routine video, please let me know in the comments. It's been 2 to 3 days and this is how my hair looks when it's fully dry. If you want to know my final thoughts and opinions, stay towards the end of this video. I'm loving how my hair turned out with this cut. Like, it looks so freaking good, even though my hair is not like how I want it to be. So I did decide that I'm gonna be documenting my hair journey for longer, stronger curls because yes, you can see my curls are popping, looking more alive versus how they were a few clips ago. But I know my hair and I know it can get stronger and thicker, and I did notice over time some more shedding and the bottom of my hair not looking as thick. So I am going to be documenting my process on how to get longer, thicker, and stronger curls. But besides that, it just shows you that the cut that I do just works with many different curl types. Even if your curls are not as strong, or if you do have strong curls or thick curls, this cut works on many different types of curls. And this is the full 360 of the haircut. This is how the back is looking with the cut. This side of my hair is more stretched out than this side. You'll see more of my curls popping on this side, especially this front area versus this area, since I do grab and tug this side of my hair more. It still looks super good. So within the next 2 days, maybe my hair is gonna get bigger and you're gonna see more of like the volume and the shape better. Let me know if you guys would try out this haircut because I feel like now is the perfect time just to take off those dead ends, take off the weight off your hair, and just start off with something fresh. Let me know if you guys still follow my other haircutting video. Some of you guys told me that you still do, and if you do, thank you so much because it's kind of like you trusting me with your hair. So Thank you. If you guys watched towards the end of this video, let's comment the scissor emoji. I love you guys so much, and God bless you all in Jesus' name, and I'll see you guys in my next video.